It's the road to 2023. We talk about the biggest stories already shaping next year's elections here, which brings me to our big hard fact. It's exactly 138 days until the general elections on February 25th, 2023. And because the elections are so close, we're going to be talking about it a lot more here on Hard Facts. That's why Road to 2023 is not just Tuesdays anymore. Campaign season has started, so we have new things happening every day. So today, let's talk about Yakubu Dogara and Babachi Lawal planning a protest vote. Then let's talk about MC Olomo leading a pro-Tinubu rally here in Lagos. But first, let's talk about Wike de-recognizing Omehia as an ex-governor. Joining me to have this conversation is Professor Lawrence Chukwu. Professor Chukwu, welcome to Hard Facts.
Good evening.
Good evening. Good to have you on the show. Let's dive right into it. Back in 2007, the Supreme Court kicked Omehia out of Government House and said he was never a governor. What led to that judgment, Professor?
What led to that judgment was that in 2007, Right Honorable Chibukerotimi Amechi won the primaries of PDP on a landslide in a primary that Omehia never contested, in a primary that Omehia never took part in. Now, of course, that same 2007, the then president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria visited one of his campaigns, he visited River State and announced a K-leg. Just announcement of K-leg by Mechi. That led to the substitution of Right Honorable Chibukerotimi with Celestine Omehia, who never participated in that primary. Now, the Right Honorable proceeded to the courts, from High Court to the Supreme Court, which led to that landslide unanimous judgment delivered by a 7-man panel of justices, which ruled that Right Honorable Chibukerotimi was legitimate PDP candidate and therefore the winner of the governorship election in River State. So that was what led to it.
That's what led to that. So fast forward to 2015, 1 month after Wike became governor, he signed a resolution recognizing Omehia as an ex-governor. Why did he and the House of Assembly disregard the Supreme Court at that point in 2015?
You know, it is very funny that the governor who then was in the courts, same courts on the 26th of October 2007, when the Supreme Court delivered that landslide, judgment. He was in the court. He was handed with judgment that same October 2007. In fact, the following day, following the swearing in of Rotimi Amechi as the governor of River State, he appointed this same governor as chief of staff. So he had the judgment. That same October 2007. Then 8 years later, in 2015, this man became the governor of River State. And inaugurated a House of Assembly. And in the House of Assembly, the young man that moved the motion for recognition of Celestine Omehia as a former governor of River State, won Honorable Martin Samegule, who moved the motion then recognizing this same Celestine Omehia as a former governor, which led to the governor paying Omehia all, the so-called entitlements and also hung his picture in the government house. The same House of Assembly man today, 7 years later, after moving a motion on the floor of River State Assembly, has come up again, the same man, to move another motion, the recognizing Celestine Omehia. What were his claims? Flimsy claims or excuses that they didn't have a fact. What fact? The Supreme Court judgment. So you can imagine a judgment given on the 26th of October 2007. We are in October 2022. How many years? 15 years later. And somebody was just realizing that okay, somebody is just noting the fact that Supreme Court gave a judgment. So it is very, very unfortunate in Rivers State that the governor of Rivers State and the Robert Stamp House of Assembly are toying around with people, Rivers people.
Now, Wike says that he has gotten advice from his Attorney General. He realizes that it was an error. And I have to ask you why you think he did not get that advice in the previous 6 years.
Nobody advises Wike as far as Rivers State is concerned.
Okay.
Nobody.
Okay.
Nobody advises Wike. He does what he likes.
Okay.
As at when he decided to recognize Omehia, he did it to slight His Excellency Right Honorable Chief Gerrit Miamechi.
Okay.
That was exactly what he did.
Okay.
Today, Sir Celestine Omehia just simply said, look, we have a presidential candidate in our party. Please, can we support our presidential candidate, that is their party, Atiku?
Yes.
Okay? That is all. Because he does not want anybody in Rivers State to support the former vice president, who, of course, is their own presidential candidate as PDP members. And Celestine Omehia said, look, there's nothing wrong if we stick to our promise. We promise that whoever emerges in their primaries, that they will support. So why do we want to renege? Let's support our presidential candidate. Because of that, he's recognizing the man ab initio that wouldn't have been. And it's not only Omehia. It's not only Omehia. Some of those who are supporting their candidate have closed their hotels, closed their businesses. Some he took to court. Some he reprimanded in the prison. Here in Rivers State, the one Honorable Farah Dagogo is a case study. That, so it's a matter of which hunt.
All right. Now, Lagos, of course, let me mention that our guest is a chieftain with the APC. He's also a former vice chairman of, was it Obia local government, I believe?
When the president governor, when he was the chairman of the local government area, I was the deputy chairman.
That's right.
I ran the local government with him for 6 years.
That's right. Okay.
I was also a former caretaker committee chairman of my local government area and presently an assembly candidate of one of the constituencies in his own local government area.
That's right. Now, let's talk about the political subtext here because, like you said, up until a few months ago, Wike and Omehia were on the same page, right? But they've split because of Atiku Abubakar, right? What's happening there?
Well, I'm not a member of PDP. I'm a member of APC.
That's right.
My own presidential candidate is Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
Right.
And you recall that my leader here in Rivers State, right from Chief Amechi, run for the same primary.
That's right.
We all supported him. We went to Abuja and he came second.
That's right.
So we members of APC, we have fallen back to our candidate, who is Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
Right.
Now, what is happening here is that there is a demigod here who feels that he must get whatever thing he wants. Probably he thinks Rivers State, Nigeria in Nigeria has become Rivers State.
Right.
Who has failed primaries and have recognized the fact that his political party has a presidential candidate. Now, members of his own political parties are saying, no, we have to support our candidate. Look, let me tell you. The governor of Rivers State has no person's vote in his pocket. Genuine PDP members in Rivers State are supporting their candidate.
Okay.
Atiku Abubakar. I am telling you the truth.
Okay.
Genuine party members in Rivers State, like the PDP members, are supporting their candidate. So he is only fighting those who are supporting Atiku, and more especially their leaders. So that is it. It's just a matter of, who gave you the effrontery? Who gave you the audacity to support Atiku when I have not said so? Let me tell you.
So it's simply that simple? It's simply that basic?
Yes, let me tell you. Let me tell you.
Right.
Some of those people supporting Atiku today, take somebody like Right Honorable Osnopara, for instance. Osnopara has been a sixth man in this country, a deputy speaker, House of Representatives, who has worked with Atiku in the past. Look at Lee Meba, somebody like Lee Meba that have been a senator since 1999, had worked when Atiku was vice president. A whole lot of them,
right,
that have been in the politics at national level before him. He now wants to dictate to them as he does. So always. So that is the problem they have. But of course, that is their headache.
That is a headache.
That is a concern because for us here in Rivers State, our interest is how our presidential candidate, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, will win election, and that is our concern. We're not interested in what they're doing in their party.
Okay, now.
But the thing is that the man's actions are causing insecurity in the state.
Because
action.
How are his actions causing insecurity?
The man is unnecessarily creating tension in the state.
Okay.
Take for instance, just a few days ago, he came up with Order 21, saying that no political party in Rivers State would be allowed to campaign in any public schools, whether primary or secondary schools.
That's right.
Except you apply at least to the Commissioner of Education for 21 days, and that you pay a cautionary non-refundable deposit of 5 million. That's non-refundable deposit of 5 million naira.
That's right.
Now I am an assembly candidate. I want to campaign in my area.
Right.
Then there's a primary school, secondary school within my area. I want to use the premises.
Right.
Then I will cover 5 million naira non-refundable. Where will I bring the 5 million naira from? Where?
How are Rivers people seeing this situation?
You see, Rivers, you know that. Let me tell you, Rivers State is one state that has a lot of money in terms of allocation.
Okay.
So now this governor is a governor who knows how to dole out the money to establishment.
Okay.
That's why they call him. I hear they call him POS Africa. Because of the way he doles out the money. Okay. So he uses the money to do a lot of things.
Okay.
But the people at the grassroots know the truth. They know the truth. He uses intimidation, forces of coercion, harassment, and all that. But unfortunately, Rivers people know where they are going. Rivers people cannot be intimidated.
Do Rivers people buy the explanation that it was all an honest mistake, this thing with Celestine Omehia?
No, they don't. Rivers people are asking him to refund. Rivers people are asking him and his House Assembly to refund all the money paid to Omehia. And in fact, to tender an unreserved apology to Rivers people. They are not accepting it. They're not tuning into it.
Okay. Now, I'm glad you've brought up, the refund, because Omehia is being ordered to refund.
Rivers people are saying that Omehia will refund nothing because Omehia never did application to him to recognize him. Omehia didn't ask him to contravene the judgment, the Supreme Court judgment. Omehia was only invited by them. Omehia never went to beg him. So he did that. So Omehia is refunding nothing. Well, I'm not a lawyer. I'm not a lawyer. Okay. I'm a professor of medical biochemistry. So I have no business with, I'm not a lawyer. But what I think, for those what I think is that if you want to stop somebody from receiving whatever entitlement, you can stop him and not to ask him to refund the ones you have given to him when he didn't ask for it.
But how do Rivers people even feel about the fact that their money is being used in violation of a court order to reward Omehia for supporting Wike all these years? My
dear sister, what do you want the Rivers people to do? These are ordinary people. In fact, there is a way you will talk. They will even come after you. They will even come after you with one excuse or the other. They can even lay some kind of charges against you. What do you expect? Those of us who speak, we speak because if we don't, the outside world will think everybody is happy or things are happy. People are afraid. People are scared. They are scared. How will you even, here in Abuja now, where in Port Harcourt, how will you hear their cry, their use and cry? Instead, what you see is blemish. That is some kind of media campaign on one overhead bridge or the other. When right here in Rivers State, there is massive poverty. Civil servants are old. Pensioners are crying for their money. And our schools and primary and secondary schools are dilapidated. The primary health care is poor. There is no employment, no human capacity development in the state. I am telling you.
So what happens next, Professor Chukwu? What happens next in this fight between Wike and his former allies?
Well, this is former allies. Why sometimes I don't also pity them? Let me tell you.
Okay.
This is allies, are people who common enemies of right honorable common enemies of right honorable
Okay.
who came together. The only thing that united them is their hatred for Amechi. That's all.
Okay.
So now that they are,
So you feel like this is karma, huh?
Of course. So let them sort their house out, because right of Chukwu and Amechi is there, looking at them. So the only thing that united them is their hatred for Amechi. It's finished. Nothing more, nothing. But for us, above politics, we don't want our finest to be destroyed. We don't want our finest to be embarrassed. Those men there are the true reverse men. Celestine Omehia is a gentleman. Osnopara is a gentleman. Adia Sekibo is a gentleman. George Sekibo, I have no pity for him, because he has been senator for House of Representatives where he has helped nobody. So but there are people that are refined. What crime did they commit that they want to support their candidate? Meanwhile, let me tell you, the same governor imposed somebody here who EFCC is looking for, who is under EFCC watch list. He imposed him as a governorship candidate, single-handedly. Nobody talked. And the same person that is even talking about zoning at national level, come here in River State, his governorship candidate and his chairman, local government, are from the same senatorial zone. But that is their headache. It's not, I'm a member of APC. That is their problem. It's not ours.
Professor Lawrence Chukwu has been our guest on the show today. Thank you so much for your time. He's a current House of Assembly candidate. He's a former deputy chairman from Rivers State. He's an APC chieftain. Professor Chukwu, thank you for your time this evening.
You're welcome.
All right. Lagos, let's talk about our first story, shall we? That's our first story on the road to 2023. What do you think? Do you think Wike is playing politics? Do you think he just found out what the law says? He himself, of course, being a lawyer. What do you think it means for the politics of River State going forward, this drama between him and Celestine Omehia? 0700-993-993. That's for men. Women, call us on 01-465-7190. What do you think about everything you've just heard this evening? 99.3, hello.
President Sandra.
Yay!
My God, my Ibu Presido.
What's your name, sir?
Wow. Welcome back. Thank God for Johnny Mercy.
Yes, sir.
Oh, my God, I'm so happy. Chief Obo did well.
Oh, yes, he did.
President Sandra, you can't believe what happened.
What happened?
One Mr. Anthony from the U.S. did something to my family, and since then, I said anything that, I used to support Onyezo Nyusomike. I said anything that had to do with our politicians, count me out. But I will vote,
Okay.
Tony, I don't know from anywhere. My sister, just hearing his voice on Nigeria Info, reach out to my family. These politicians who are fighting over don't know whether I'm existing. I thank that man who the man you interviewed. He keep on saying it's their own problem, it's their own problem. But Rivers State, he should talk about Rivers State, because he's saying there is no peace in Rivers. Rivers should be his concern. Forget about he's not a PDP member, right? President Sandra, welcome back.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
You.
All right. I have no idea who I just spoke with. 99.3, hello. Sorry about that. Give us a call back if you can. 99.3, hello. Oh, I don't know what's happening with those phone lines. Call back if you can. Good evening.
Hello.
How are you, sir?
Good evening, Sandra.
Good evening, sir. What's your name?
My name is Ifeanyi Chukwu.
Welcome, Ifeanyi Chukwu.
The professor didn't tell you. He told you what. He told you what. He didn't tell you what Atiku said, that if the president comes from the south, if the president comes from the north, from the south, that the chairman. He didn't tell you that. As a matter of fact, personally, I don't like Wike, the way he behaves, as if he's the sole owner of River State. You understand what I'm saying? So he behaves as if, I don't know. So, but the professor, he would have told you everything about, though he says he's a member of APC, that he has no business with
PDP.
With TDP.
Right.
But he would have told you everything, because I've been watching him when I open my phone most of the time. You see what he's saying. Somehow, he's saying the truth.
Okay.
That even Atiku has never denied it, neither are you. They have not denied that if eventually the president comes from the north, he will resign. Has he resigned? I mean, that is the only point.
But I think he's not president yet now. He's president, not presidential candidate.
Okay, sorry. Presidential candidate. Okay, that's the presidential candidate here for PDP. If he comes from the north.
No. If president comes from, if the president is a PDP president, and that president comes from the north, then their party chairman cannot come from the north, right? But right now, and that's what Atiku's team are saying, Atiku is not president yet. As soon as he becomes president, party chairman will step down for somebody else. That's what the constitution says. It's for president, not presidential candidate.
Anyway, Sandra, listen. Now they turn it to presidential candidate. It was if at the end of the primary. The point is that but if you listen to him, he has a point actually. But I don't know. Let them sort themselves out. But in fact, they call him Mr. Project, and what they were showing us, the secondary school review, so many things. And the report he recovered from Germany. The guy, I think he did well for Rivers.
He was.
I don't know, but welcome back.
Thank you very much, Ifeanyi Chukwu. It depends on who you ask, to be honest. I mean, this was a man that was owing pensions. This was a man that was owing teachers' salaries for 15 months. This is a man, because he's still in office. This is a man who dissenting voices were not taken to very kindly. There are allegations that he sort of runs River State like a personal fiefdom, so I don't know. It depends on who you ask, to be honest with you. 99.3, hello.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening. What's your name, sir?
My name is Ona, first time caller.
Good to have you on the show, Ona.
Yeah, what I'm trying to contribute is that this is a one-side talk.
Okay.
This man has talked and condemned Wike. Then we shouldn't judge or face this man's action of talking to judge Wike.
Okay.
Supposed to be on a balanced issues. As he says he's under APC, then PDP guys should be allowed to say something.
Okay. Are you a PDP guy? Do you want to say something?
No. I'm not a party. I'm not a member of.
But the man didn't. But the man did not lie. The man that I spoke with didn't lie.
Oh no! In fact, I'm a follower of I like Wike personally because of his project. I feel happy when watching him in TV. So for this man now condemning everything, saying he has not done anything. So just like one side, some we call him now, and based on what this man has said to condemn Wike.
All right.
If somebody in support of Wike calls street hand to balance the issue, then it will be neutral.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much for calling, Honor. Okay. All right, then. Let's see. We've got 1 minute before I have to take a break. Is it even up to 1 minute? I think it's like 15 seconds before I have to take a break. I'm not sure. But I want to see. I want to see if I can run the clock down. If the clock doesn't run down at 25, then I'll take messages from social media very quickly. But if you just tuned in, hello to you. You're listening to Hard Facts on 99.3 Nigeria Info. Okay, so I've got 2 minutes before I can take a break and then come back and talk to you about MC Oluomo here in River State. Like I said, the River State government no longer recognizes Celestine Omehia as a former governor. You heard my interview with Professor Lawrence Chukwu. Back in 2006, Rotimi Amechi won the PDP governorship primary, but at the convention, party refused to give him the ticket. At the time, President Obasanjo got on the podium, shouted, "River State, una own get Kele go." You remember that? For those of you who follow politics. And so instead, they gave the ticket to Omehia. Omehia did not even contest the primary, by the way, with Amechi. Omehia didn't even buy or submit nomination form safe. Okay. But PDP said, anyway, now we. So that's how Omehia contested the 2007 election as the PDP candidate. He won. May 29th, he was sworn in. Amechi went to court. Wike was Amechi's number one supporter during that court case, by the way. Eventually, Supreme Court kicked Omehia out, installed Amechi as governor. In the judgment, Supreme Court said Omehia was never governor. They said he occupied the brick house illegally. So when Amechi took his mandate in October, he refused to recognize Omehia as an ex-governor. Fast forward to 2015, Amechi and Wike had fallen out. Wike is running for governor. Omehia is supporting Wike. So when Wike became governor, House of Assembly passed a resolution recognizing Omehia as an ex-governor. Wike signed it. Fast forward to last week, Assembly passed another resolution cancelling the previous resolution. And that's why we're having that conversation today. Wike says he consulted the Attorney General and he was advised that, in fact, it was illegal to recognize Omehia. Let's take that break now. We'll be right back.
Make you believe I will plenty. You sef fit follow enjoy the wonderment of the FIFA World Cup for Qatar with Coca-Cola. Sama any Coca-Cola product wey get white cover, check under the counter. You go see simple code, dial *8014 *1 code hash to join. Make you sef get chance jollificate for free. You fit win a with all expense paid trip to the FIFA World Cup for Qatar. Hey, even 250 million naira gidigba airtime also dey to win. Instanta. Terms and conditions dey sha o. Coca-Cola na the official partner of the FIFA World Cup. Na FCCPC approve this promo.
You summon the oracle now. Greetings, my king. How can the oracle serve you? You will tell me the secret to your power. How did that keke move without a driver? My secret is the power of 5G. Tell me more about the power of 5G. With hyper-fast internet speeds, low to lag and buffering, multiple connections and quality data sharing, 5G will give you amazing things like remote surgeries, self-driving vehicles, find and loads at 2 GB per second, smart homes, instant language translation, and so much more. 5G's amazing technology will change the way we experience life and the internet. Get ready to encounter the incredible. And remember, no be juju, now MTN 5G.
My brother, I no fit define my shares, so it be like say all the money where I put for shares done loss.
That one na small matter now. You never hear of ISF? ISF na the Integrated Shares Finder, where Integrated Trust and Investment carry come. Na im be the ogbonge product wey go help you find your missing shares and dividends. With the shaking money, you go just register for ISF, and ISF go get your shares and dividends back sharp. To find your shares, just call 0901 502 5992 or 0703 041 6997 or check our website for www.integratedtrustng.com. Abi make you come our head office for Integrated Trust Office 61 Marina Lagos or office for Ibadan and Abuja. ISF. Now the sure way to find your missing shares and dividends.
Thank you. You're welcome. Next person.
Oga John, how far?
Madam Naja, I'm fine. How's your son's leg?
It's better now.
Yeah.
But what are you all doing here in the hospital?
We came to collect our second dose of COVID-19 vaccine.
COVID-19 vaccine for your pregnant wife. How?
Sorry, madam. If I may interrupt you.
Auntie Nurse, feel free.
Thank you. You see, pregnant women and breastfeeding mothers are top on the list of those who should get the COVID-19 vaccine because it will protect them and their babies from getting the virus.
And that's why I brought my lovely wife to get her full protection. Oh, I see. It's at home. Madam Naja, follow no road.
Madam, try and get the vaccine yourself. By doing so, you protect yourself, your son, your whole family from COVID-19. Madam, that Oga knows the right road. You know, go follow who no road.
My name is Dr. Chinonso Egemba, the Aproko doctor. The COVID-19 vaccine is a sure and verified way to protect you and your loved ones from serious sickness and death from COVID-19. Simply walk to any healthcare facility near you to get your COVID-19 vaccine for free.
Follow who no road. Mommy.
What is it?
I made it. I had 260 in my job.
Wow. Here is a lifetime opportunity. The proprietor of Dominican University, Ibadan, offers scholarship to incoming 100 level students to mark 10th anniversary of late Reverend Father Professor Joseph Kenny, OP. Offer opens from September 1st to October 28th, 2022. Enroll today. For inquiry, please call 0703-805-0100 or 0703-958-7413. Visit Dominican University Ibadan website www.dui.edu.ng. Dominican University. The future is here.
Patronize made in Nigeria goods. Oh yeah, buy made in Nigeria. Patronize made in Nigeria goods. Patronize made in Nigeria goods. Oh yeah, buy made in Nigeria. Oh yeah, buy made in Nigeria. Oh yeah, buy made in Nigeria.
shine teeth like this, nobody go know say them just serve you breakfast.
Which breakfast? I've moved on. When I'm enjoying better discounts at select stores with my Keystone Pink card, I'm attending lifestyle events, networking, and raising my game. All thanks to my Pink account. So you see, my dear, last, the only thing serving me right now is the Keystone Pink account, oh.
And there's more. Enjoy a 2% discount on business loans, free capacity building and mentoring, and access to Pink network platforms when you open a Pink account. Visit the Keystone branch nearest to you or call +234 700 2000 3000 to get started. Keystone Bank. We grow together.
There you are, riding in silence, both deep in thought. I bet you the driver thinks this ride should have cost more. And you, the passenger, you are sure you are overpaying. Never mind, let's just stay quiet. Or you can both download InDrive and agree on a fair price beforehand. InDrive, people driven. The InDrive online passenger transportation aggregator is not a taxi service. Find more information at www.indrive.com.
Push am dey go, not tire until that your hustle blow. Lakasera, make nothing stop you.
Listen to this to understand the amazing power of 5G. Oops, sorry, I played that at 5G speed. Now here it is at a speed you're used to.
With hyperfast internet speed, low to zero lag and buffering, multiple connections, and quality data sharing, 5G will give us amazing things like remote surgeries, self-driving vehicles, smart homes, 2 gigabytes per second downloads.
Get ready to experience the incredible. And remember, no be juju, now MTN 5G.
99.3 Nigeria Info.
Your number one station for talk. Let's talk.
I'm Sandra Ezekwesili. You're listening to Hard Facts on 99.3 Nigeria Info. And this is the road to 2023. Yeah? You're still listening to the biggest stories shaping next year's elections. And earlier we talked about Wiki derecognizing Omehia. We are going to talk about APC Northern Christian leaders working against Tinubu. But for now, let's talk about MC Olomo working for Tinubu. He helped organize a support rally here in Lagos this weekend. There was a massive, I'm sure you've seen the videos, the pictures. If you haven't, we're showing it to you on our live stream. There was a massive turnout in Alimosho and some other parts of the city. Interestingly, the police did not give us the same show of force we saw for the pro-Obi rally. I don't know if you paid attention at the time. You remember that during the Obi rally, when they were preparing to do theirs, the police deployed heavily armed officers in Lekki. In fact, they stopped the Obi supporters from marching through the toll gate, even though the court said that they could. The police said they wanted to keep law and order, but at this week's rally, we didn't see that type of thing. Some critics are wondering why not. After all, remember that MC Olomo's union has been involved in multiple clashes, allegedly, here in Lagos. But anyway, let's talk about the rally itself. MC Olomo addressed the crowd, and he said something about NSAS.
That's not an NSAS. Ìgbàjà kan lísìn kẹgbọ́. Ọ̀ní èèyàn kú nínú NSAS. Ibo ni àwọn òkú yẹn wà? Ibo lọ sí wọn sí? That is number one. Number two, ṣé àwọn òkú tó kú yẹn ọ̀ ní fámìlì Nàìjíríà ni? Number three, ṣé Nàìjíríà ti lọ bribe àwọn abiyamọ tó ń dájú tó ti bribe wọn ni láàrin rí àbúrò kan àtẹ́gbọ́n kan tó máa pariwo lórí social media kóhùn wá àbúrò òun àtẹ́gbọ́n òun. Number 5, ṣé aṣíwájú Ahmed Bọ́lá Ahmed Tinubu ó jẹ́ chief of army staff àbójẹ́ president tó máa lọ ọ́dà nígbà tó lọ yìnbọn ní tóge gbogbo ìpàdánù kò yí lọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ irọ́ ni ó ń pa fún gbogbo wa ọdẹ sọ Yorùbá di ẹni arinlẹ̀ ní nísìnyí kí gbogbo wa jáde ìdá political game ní àwọn Àtíkù àwọn Òbí lọ́ parapọ̀ ńgbà yẹn lọ́ ṣe gbogbo nǹkan tó ṣe nísìnyí.
Now, those of you who understand Yoruba, those of you who speak Yoruba, you can tell us what you heard. But here are some facts. First of all, even Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu acknowledged on CNN that there were deaths at the toll gate. Second, the Lagos State panel, which the governor set up, found that protesters were shot and killed at the toll gate. The panel published the names of those whose deaths were confirmed. In fact, if you check my Twitter right now, my Twitter is Ezekwesili, SEZEKWESILI. That's my Twitter. I've gone to the trouble of documenting every piece of evidence that exists that answers the question of where are the bodies, where are the family, etc., etc. Right? So, based on this, is there any room in our civic space for Lekki massacre denial? Any room? Before I get your answer, I want to play a video for you. It's from the AFP. AFP is an international media organization. They did investigations at the time about the Lekki massacre. They spoke to some of the survivors of the massacre. And I want to play this footage for you.
I was very close to the stage, so before I realized I had a gunshot. People were just falling. So they weren't close to me. And when he was shot, I was about holding him. That was when I received my own on my neck. So when I screamed, that was when I had the one behind me. So I guess that's the ones I could remember that very moment because I passed out.
They didn't send a warning. They just started shooting at us immediately. Straight bullets at us. And we now sat on the ground singing national anthem, flagging the Nigeria flag, the national flag. That was when I got the shot here.
I was in the midst of the crowd that very day. There was someone that was shot beside me. So we were like trying to rescue that person. All of a sudden, I just felt something hit me. And when it hit me on my left thigh, it damaged my phone. It was my phone that saved me. It would have penetrated more than that. Maybe it would have come out at the other side.
I feel so bad. I feel bad because it was army that came with Nigeria army uniform, Nigeria army gun, and Nigeria army vehicle. So how would they say it's not the army?
But for me, I'm not stopping. This is just the beginning of the protest. Because I need to fight a good fight for my kids to see it. Because I need a better Nigeria. Not this one, promise and fail. I'm not ready for it anymore.
If you go to my Twitter, Ezekwesili, I have done the work of putting all of this footage out so that you can see it for yourself. There's footage after footage of survivors coming forward, their family members coming forward. There's even a list of names of people, the panel that the Lagos State government set up, the people that the panel found were either dead or missing from the Lekki toll gate after the shooting that night. So again, I ask, is there any room in our civic space for Lekki massacre denial? Beyond Oluomo's words, though, I also want us to look at the presidential race itself here in Lagos, right? We've now seen two massive rallies in Lagos. First of all, by the Labour Party, now by the APC. Clearly, APC and Tinubu are the favorites here in Lagos. My question is, will this be a runaway victory? Do you think the Labour Party has shown that it can challenge the APC here in Lagos? What do you think about the PDP's chances here in Lagos? Do you think the PDP are in a position to make this a three-horse race? I'm really curious to see how you view the presidential race here in Lagos. I don't know. Which ticket do you think will get more votes? And of the other two, which one do you think can get the 25% needed to count the state in its spread? Women, call us on 01465-7190. What's your view of MC Oluomo's comments at the rally? Men, call us on 0700-993-993. How would you rank the strength of the three major parties here in Lagos? I can't believe we're saying Labour Party is a major party. I know. Do you remember when they started? My God. All right, we've got WhatsApp too. WhatsApp is 080-959-75805. Everybody get 1 minute because all my phone lines are busy. Everyone's trying to call in. 1 minute, that's all you get. You can also share your thoughts on our first story where I took you to River State where Yusuf Wike and Celestine Omehia have fallen out. 99.3, hello.
Hi.
How are you? What's your name, ma'am?
My name is Dora.
Welcome, Dora. Go ahead.
Okay, a quick one. I listened to what MC Oluomo said. From what everything he said, that is a person that is trying to defend something they have done to Nigerian youth, but he doesn't know how to go about it.
Okay.
First of all, everyone in Nigeria, we're all aware that people were killed during the EndSARS protest.
Okay.
But for him to come out and say that, okay, that the family needs to come out and show that that their kids were killed or something, someone has to come out to verify that, okay, truly people were killed. And for him to start defending Tinubu, saying that, okay, Tinubu wasn't the chief of staff during the period, that simply means that they did something that they are trying to clean up, but they don't know how to go about it.
Okay, all right. Oh, sorry, Dora, but I'm giving everyone 1 minute, though. But thanks for calling. 99.3, hello.
Hello, Madam Sandra.
Good to have you on the show, sir. What's your name?
My name is Robert.
Welcome, Robert.
Good evening.
Good
Welcome
evening.
back from your trip.
Thank you.
You see, Oluomo, I watched the rally yesterday. It's unfortunate that some people, they have not gone beyond this Yoruba land. That is Southwest.
Okay.
It is advised they should go out to other places like Kano, Delta, and so that they will experience life.
Okay.
They should live among other people. But when you are born here, you are brought up here, you school here, you marry here, you live your life here, I think the way you reason will be limited.
Okay.
You understand?
Okay.
So, though there is no evidence for me to say it was Tinubu that ordered people to keep people at Lekki, I don't have that fact with me.
Right.
But it was evident, like the video you played, that people spoke authoritatively that they were shot at that place.
Right.
There's no doubt about it. So for somebody to say something like that did not happen, I think it's just, I don't know what to say. Can I say something about Wiki?
But your 1 minute has been exhausted, so call back and say it. Azu is joining us from Indonesia. Hi, Azu.
Hello, Sandra.
How are you?
No.
Thank you.
No.
Thank you.
Yeah. I thought this one I did look you. So how do you feel from Hamad International Airport to Muritala International Airport, the contrast. It will give a very clear picture of what you're dealing with. I don't know how you deal with all these things. Like, it's just the heaven, and I don't want to call the other name.
It was
Hamad is heaven.
you make
That
your
is,
you make
I've
your
been there
peace with
twice.
it. You make your peace with it.
How do you make peace with that? With that beautiful bliss.
Mm.
And look at what you're saying. Like, I was listening to yourself, Fufu, and the whole stuff.
Apple, my brother. Apple.
God, I beg. See, look, that is the kind of places, the environment that people like MC Oluomo thrive in very well. It's a very, very good picture. He's picking up the microphone, I don't think in a Senate climb people like that will be given audience. But now he's the mouthpiece. He's telling us what we know. Like, if let's assume, according to him, Tinubu is not the commander in chief, but he is the leader of the party that has the commander in chief. Are these people, do they know their onions? Look, I have summarized these things. Look, the rally was a very, very beautiful one. It was a very, very successful one. You must give it to them. Now, there are three categories of people, according to me, that are supporting APC. Number one, the people that benefit directly from the APC government, because I don't know what APC should be campaigning with. Number two, the people that benefit by proxy. Maybe, my uncle is the one eating. Somehow, I will be sentimental to them. Now, the third one is the ill-informed people that are easily convinced. You see those ones, like those ones you see for that crowd. And then
Azu, thank you very much for calling. Remember, everybody gets 1 minute. You got a little over 1 minute yourself there. Let's talk to Femi or Motayo. Femi has been trying to call for a bit. So let's see if we're going to be able to get him back on Skype. In the meantime, let me take... we have Femi now. Hi, Femi.
Hi, Sandra. Anytime I hear of this, I'm calling from Dallas, Texas. Anytime I hear of this NSAS, I always feel very emotional that how could a government uses the taxpayers' money to buy gun and machineries, and use those taxpayers' monies to also shoot them directly. You understand what I'm trying to say?
Right.
It's quite unfortunate that we find ourselves in this situation in Nigeria, where people like MC Oluomo, we have the voice to come and speak for the people or to speak for the common man. It's just quite a shame. You understand what I'm trying to say? And as a matter of fact, I don't have anything to say, because under APC government, if something like that was done, I don't think any sane Nigerian will also come out to campaign for that party. That's all I have to say right now. I just feel so emotional. I can't say anything for that. And that. Thank you so much.
Femi Motaya, thank you very much for joining us from Dallas. All right, let's calm things down a bit. Let me bring you information. Let's take your mind off this story. NSAS is quite the emotional story. It was such a traumatic experience for us as a nation. We watched live. From all over the country as people were gunned down live on Instagram. So it's quite the traumatic experience, isn't it? But it is a part of our history, and it's a part of our history that we need to look in the face. We need to look at it eye to eye. We need to confront it. It's not a part of our history that we should skirt around. It's a part of our history that we need to confront. We need to deal with honestly. There is insurmountable evidence that it happened. I remember at the time some government officials were saying, green screen was used, and you can't blame them. A lot of these government officials don't know how social media works. If they did, they would know that you can't do green screen with a live stream. If it's a video you see later on here, you can green screen it. But if you're seeing it live, it happen koro. All of you go live now. You go live on your Instagram, you go live on your Facebook, you go live on your TikTok, and does WhatsApp have live now? No, not yet. So you can't Photoshop that one. Live is live. It happen live. You understand what I mean? So I just, at the time I said, well, it's because you don't know how social media works. That's why you can say something like that, and you say it to your demography of people who also don't know how social media works, and they will buy it. But it was a dark day in our history. It's a day that we need to confront. It's also a day that I don't think, people can continue to deny, because the evidence is insurmountable. All right, let's bring you information. Yes?
I'm here in the corner waiting for my own turn. It's my turn to tell you about Sanlam. Yes, do not forget that FBN Insurance is now Sanlam Nigeria. Please put your ears to the ground and do not forget that name, okay? It's a confidence brand. And do not forget that they are also the largest insurer on the African continent. As a matter of fact, they are a diversified financial service company founded in South Africa with a strong presence in 33 countries on the African continent and a niche presence in India, Malaysia, and selected developed markets. It's a purpose-led organization with efforts centered around helping customers live with confidence. And there's more to that. They promote financial inclusion, transformation, empowerment through their broad products and financial advice offering, inclusive culture and partnership approach as well. They have a track record of delivering superior value to their clients, employees, shareholders, and the broader society, focusing on protecting you, your wealth, and peace of mind, and empower you to live confidently. So you see why. That is why FBN Insurance has now chosen to transform to Sanlam Nigeria. So do not forget the name, okay? Sanlam Nigeria, equal to what? Living with confidence. All right.
Okay, thank you very much, Salam, and my good friend, for that information that you're sharing. Again, Lagos, you want to see the family members of the NSAS victims, the survivors, go to my Twitter and take a look at my timeline. My Twitter is Ezekwesili, Sezekwesili. You see videos. Just go to my media so that you're not wasting time. Go to my media. You see video after video after video after video after video after video. The family members, the names of the victims, the findings of the Lagos State panel set up by the Lagos State government itself, the testimony after testimony, the investigations done by different media organizations, CNN, BBC, Premium Times, Channels TV, Seth. I have a video there of the Channels TV reporter who was on the ground the night of the Lekki massacre. His live report is there on my Twitter. Go check it out. Ezekwesili, Ezekwesili, Sezekwesili. That's also my handle on other social media platforms. I recommend that you download those videos, you share it amongst your circles. You know, you tell them, these are the victims, these are the family members. Huh? Okay. Let me take a look at messages we've got on WhatsApp because we're out of time. I've got like 20 seconds left. I don't know where the time goes. We've got this message here from Ola. Ola in Lagos says, in support of Azu and Femi from the diaspora, it's very shameful that MC Olomo is given the power to lead a rally of that magnitude in Lagos. But MC Olomo has as much of a right as anybody else to lead rallies, in Lagos. He is a resident of Lagos. He is a citizen of Lagos. He is a member of the government. Don't forget, he's a chairman of the Parks Committee. So, there's that. All right, we'll take a break. When we come back, it will be time for the news at 6. After the news at 6, we'll bring you the newsroom. I, on the other hand, will be back tomorrow for the Big 3, Community U Report, and a host of other things. Good night, Lagos, and it's good to be back.
I'm going to buy my first car this year. Or maybe slower. I'm going to buy my first car. Or even turn it to music.
I'm gonna buy my first car this year.
Or maybe just leave it as it is.
I'm going to buy my first car this year.
Yup, that feeling is second to none. And the best part is, you decide the pace. Set the pace for a great life with a reliable trading partner that makes the world revolve around you. Download the Octa FX trading app now. Octa FX, focused on your goal.
You summon the oracle now. Greetings, my king. How can the oracle serve you? You will tell me the secret to your power. How did that keke move without a driver? My secret is the power of 5G. Tell me more about the power of 5G. With hyper-fast internet